Hey y'all, how's everybody doing? Hope this thing's on. I'm still new to this, so every time I turn this on, it's like, is this working? I can't tell. Uh, got outdoors with us. Got Ozarks Great Adventures with us. Let's see here. Got Dan, got Herb. Can everybody hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? All right, 210 says it's working. Appreciate it. If somebody would be so kind to copy this link and paste it from time to time, because I can't remember how to. I can't. That's one thing I need to talk to Herb about when I see him this weekend. But there's TD Knives. Appreciate y'all coming in. There's the Woodsman. There he is. Stories and more. I think Woodsman. I think Woodsman just put a video out like 30 minutes ago or so. I hadn't got to see it yet, but is that right, Woodsman? If so, need to announce it. Maybe you can post your link so everybody can go see it after we're off of here. There's Ken. Appreciate you coming in, Ken. Woodsman says, "Yep." Oh, I actually said hit, so I can't. I'm not a. Oh, well, yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll worry about that in a little bit. Let's see. Jen, who's Jen? Jen. Who's Jen? Where's Jen? Where's Jen? I don't see a Jen on my side. I don't know why. Anyway, I appreciate everybody. If you could give me a thumbs up. We got 7 in here. And, I said this last week, and I don't want it to get old. They say it in church all the time, and sometimes you get to start thinking people don't really mean it. But I want to thank everybody for coming in here. You could be anywhere tonight, and you chose to be with me, which means a lot to me. Oh, he meant Ken, not Jen. So it does mean a lot to me. I know there's other people out there that's got lives going on right now. There's people that's got videos out, and I just really appreciate it. And I'm not going to take a lot of time. We got to camp out this weekend. I'm going with 210. I'm going with Woodsman. I'm going with Herbert, Minnesota Mike. Y'all help me here. Is it Andrew? And Matt with Two Guys in the Ozarks. We're going to be doing hatchet throwing, cooking, camping. Adam, his name's Adam. I don't know why I keep calling him Andrew. He reminds me for some reason of that angel on Touched by an Angel. I don't know why, but that's who he always reminds me of for some reason. Whew, so I'm not going to take up too much time because I still got to get finished. I still got to finish getting ready for the camp out. Just want to let everybody get in here. So appreciate everybody coming in. Is there any questions, comments before we start? There's Woodsman's link. He just posted it. So everybody, please go check out that link. Watch him. I want to take time real quick. He's not here right now, but I want to thank Mission Discover for last week. And I wanted to tell anybody that's looking for a guest, he has said he will pretty much go on with anybody anytime. If you just give him a little bit of warning, email him, give him a heads up. I knew he was going to be a good guest, and the reason why is because you can ask a little question and he will take a lot of time answering it because he's so full of details, and it's so easy to just talk to him and ask questions, and it go good. There's Daniel. Or no, he's saying hi to Daniel. That's the Knives, TD Knives. It's hot in here, y'all. What's okay, y'all? Instead of losing people, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Please give a thumbs up. Please post the link every now and then, if you would. Sorry for the snort, but I got stuff stuck up in here and in here. Okay, so I don't think he's in here yet, but I was watching a video by Two Guys in the Ozarks the other day, and he made some Frito chili pie, and I just was gonna show him how to actually do it. I'm just kidding. They made some good Frito pie. He didn't use cheese. I don't know. What was it? No, he didn't use jalapenos and onions. But it made me start thinking, I got part of an onion in the fridge that's going to go bad if I don't use it. I got a jalapeno. And who don't always have chip crumbs that you have to either throw away or go feed the duck down at the pond? So I saw him making that and I thought, man, good idea. I think I'll do that. It's quick, simple, easy, tastes good. And then if we have the time, gonna heat up some coffee. There's already coffee in here, but I want to heat it up a little gooder. So are y'all ready? Here we go. Oh wait. Peace. I'm just kidding. Okay, y'all. This is what I got laid out. This chili here, I've never had in my life. So I have no idea how it's going to taste. That's Angus beef chili. And I got this from 210. Let's go. I got this from Aldi's. So that's the chili I'm going to be using. Got my pot here. And got my veggies here. So we're going to get started. First thing I'm going to do is open the chili up. Let me see if I can get down here a little bit. Yeah, that's a little gooder. It smells pretty good, y'all. I'm not sure what it's actually going to taste like, but there it is. Oh, Herbert says this is the magical fruit. We're going to be making some music tonight, let me tell you. All right. Comes out of the can real easy. Man, so far I like this stuff. Take it around. Let's take a look. Y'all take a gander at that. 210 says it's really good. So you've had this kind of chili? The Aldi's chili? 210? I'm sorry. I need to keep bending down so y'all can see my face. It'll make a turd. Yeah, it will. It will do that. It will do that. And it looks the same, either way. Before you eat it and after. Just a little more compact. So I'm gonna start with some onion here. I ain't gonna use it all, but I'm gonna use some. And I can't see the chat that good. So what I usually try to ask everybody, and y'all know it. I mean, the regulars know it. I don't know if there's anybody in here new or not yet. If you are, welcome. Anyway, I want to keep this a very, very friendly, family friendly channel. So please, no foul language and all that kind of stuff. I'd really appreciate it. There's the onion. What y'all think? I usually use purple onion, but I bought this the other day because it was cheap. And I'll show y'all inside of here in a minute. I don't use cheese. I know people think that's weird, but I don't like cheese on my Frito pies. Chef Boy Randy. Driving home, I can listen but can't chat. It's Emmanuel baby. Okay, well, I appreciate you being here. For real. I would move this like back and forth and up and down, but it's a little harder to do when you're live and trying to do stuff at the same time. So I like my peppers really thin. And I'm not putting a lot because, oh boy, I don't know if y'all know. If you didn't see Daniel, who's in the room, TD Knives, him and his wife sent me some jars of jalapeno. And I tell you what, they were so good, but my problem is I don't know when to stop eating something when it's good, and so I feel like I burned up my inside. But it's kind of worth it. It was so good. So we're going camping, and I believe it's the Mark Twain National Forest. We're going to head out on, well, it officially starts, I think, tomorrow morning and goes through Sunday morning. All right, we're ready to turn on the fire. Here we go. Got to lock in the gas. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What am I doing wrong here? I think I'm out of gas. Are you kidding me? Uh-oh. Let me see. Hang on before I knock this chili over. Oh man, I'm out of gas, y'all. I need to touch this. So I'll be right back. Can y'all keep people entertained? I know I got more of this. I just gotta find it. Do y'all ever pack your stuff up and can't find it? That's what I did. I packed it for a trip the other day and I can't remember where I packed it. So let me clean this mess up so I can sit down and talk with you. Y'all don't go nowhere. We ain't done. The show must go on. I'm gonna take this to the kitchen. I'll be right back. Oh God. Okay. This is still pretty warm, so I guess we'll have some coffee. we'll wait on the chili. So Randy will be right back. You will have to micro. Oh, I'm gonna have to go stir it every now and then. I got it on stove. Back to me doing disco. LOL, Herbert T. Outdoor. Whew. So everybody that's going on the camp out, are y'all ready to go? You got your I hear it bubbling already. Oh, maybe a couple more stirs and it'll be ready. Woodsman says, yes, I'm loaded and ready to go. So I tried real hard to get a guest to come on here, and because I'm trying to get like certain guests at certain times and people that we don't really know as much as possible. And it's, oh, sorry. It's really amazing because there's a lot of people that just don't respond. I texted some of them to their videos. I sent emails to some of them and they just didn't respond. So sorry for all the belching. Anyway, I wanted to thank also what's his name? Let me think. Hang on here. His name is Hudson Hertz. I had showed y'all his video. If y'all are into the slingshot challenge, his name is Hudson Hertz. I emailed him and he got back with me. And that's one thing I like about that guy is he always responds. You can go comment on his videos, he'll respond. I emailed him, he responded, and he's always extremely nice, very polite. I appreciate that. But there's a lot of people don't get back with you at all. So there's two guys in the Ozarks. Hey, dude, I am making Frito pie because you got me hungry for it yesterday, and you got me remembering I had some extra chips laying around the house, just crumbs. The problem is I ran out of gas on my stove, and I packed my other can somewhere, and I don't know where I packed it. So I don't think I packed it for this trip. I think it's for another trip. So anyway, let me go check this chili. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, somebody is wanting in. I'm gonna let you in. We'll talk for a couple minutes and then I'm gonna take you out. But that's all right. I'm trying not to get a full load in here. Makes it a little harder that way, but let's see who wants in here.
What's up?
Are you there?
Yeah, is dinner ready?
No.
Dang it.
Almost.
We got the smell-o-vision going and everything.
Dude, I packed that stuff. I remember packing it somewhere. I think I was going for a hike and I packed it somewhere because I was scared I was going to run out. But I just can't remember where. I've got stuff scattered everywhere. My bedroom, my kitchen,
Is it in your
everything.
truck?
It ain't my truck. I got some other stuff in there, but
That's That's strange.
Not for me. Kind of normal.
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah. I
right
didn't
back.
even start. I didn't even start packing until about 2 o'clock today.
Well, I packed a little bit last night, and I packed a little bit before the show, and it was rushing. I was rushing so
Yeah,
bad, but I'm telling you, I hadn't even. I got a video I need to get edited to come out Sunday. There's so much stuff I'm behind on. I don't know what
yeah.
happened. Probably because I went to
You've
the
been
last minute
busy.
to do everything.
Yeah. You better
But
go stir that chili.
yeah, I'll be right back.
All right, guys. I guess I'm your entertainment. Ain't much. I'm not gonna dance like Herbert. But that's a good idea. I'm glad Randy kicked this off tonight because I was talking to him about starting doing this regularly on my channel, not every live, but kind of like every now and then. I was posted for people to email me recipes, but haven't got too many yet. So I'm waiting to get some piled up so I can put some on a live once in a while.
If anybody
I
else,
was, tell, I was telling them how we were talking about doing cooking and stuff. So you're kicking it off for us.
well, yeah, I ain't gonna take recipes from people probably. Just cook from time to time. I cooked once,
Yeah.
and I had about 3 or 4 comments. People said they liked it, so I thought, well, I'll do that every once in a while. I was
Yep.
gonna do it down at the lake, but it's windy and it's a little bit too cold, and
Oh
so
man, it's
if
really windy today.
anybody else wants to come in, I guess we'll just do it that way tonight. I just ask that you keep it clean and try not to talk over everybody. But anybody that wants to come in, just go ahead and push the link in there.
Herbert said he'd
Continue.
come in.
Come on in, Herb. All right, y'all. Continue with the cooking. I'll let people in as I see that they're dinging me. Put this down a
Or you
little
can
bit.
just do one at a time if you want. I'm fine with it.
I don't mind. I don't mind more than one in here. I just, as long as everybody lets everybody talk. I just don't like it when everybody talks over each other. And
Yeah. Well, it's your show. We'll do what you say to do. Oh man, that looks good by itself.
yeah, these are my favorite chips. I put too many.
Yeah. Yeah, I love those. Beyond the Border chips are good with some salsa.
Yes.
On the Border, that was my dad's favorite restaurant.
Yeah.
They actually
I
have
love.
one in Joplin.
Still,
Yep, it's still over in Joplin.
nobody's dinging me to come in. So
Nobody's beating down your door to come in.
no, don't be looking at my leg.
Woo! Look at them legs. Oh, buddy, you said you don't like cheese on your chili?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I
Onion,
like pepper jack cheese on my chili.
onion and jalapeno. I really shouldn't be having jalapeno. I've burnt myself up inside.
Yeah, I just made some breakfast burritos for dinner tonight.
Were they good?
Oh yeah, real good. Yeah, Marketplace Boutique said she loves cheese on top. Yeah, I love it too, man. That is so good, especially pepper jack or ghost pepper cheese.
Most people love cheese.
Yeah, I'm fine with just onion and jalapeno too, but cheese cooks it up a notch, or some nacho cheese is really good on it.
I've never been a big cheese fan. I like it like on pizza because it tastes
Yeah,
like it's supposed to be on pizza, but I don't like it like in my chili or on my sandwiches or my burgers. I even like it
Woods.
by itself or like cheese and crackers. I love cheese and crackers. I like cheese sandwiches.
Yeah, Woodsman said
Woodman
he's eating beef
said,
stroganoff.
yeah,
Yeah, I thought we was gonna read it at the same time. That sounds really good, actually. Oh, buddy.
You like it?
Yeah, looks good.
So you've had this brand?
Yeah, it's good. Yep, it's after the TV show Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Supposedly
My
the recipe they had on the TV show.
my favorite canned chili is Wolf brand with no beans.
Yeah, Wolf's good. I like the now that Wendy's has their chili out, it's pretty good.
You know, I'm not crazy about them.
Yeah, I like them. I like
I'm too picky, man.
no, never. Let's see here. Yeah, the Wolf we took to Phoenix when we went 2 years ago to camp, and we really enjoyed it.
The Wolf brand?
Yeah,
Do you like Wolf brand with or without beans?
either one. I'm not picky. I mean, we like beans, but I like it without beans too.
Place Boutique. Sam's Club sells Wendy's chili by
Yep.
the case.
Yeah, I do like Wendy's really well too.
Well, I used to like Wendy's. Okay, because my son likes it. But they stopped, at least the one here, stopped carrying jalapenos. And so that was, I mean, they just don't taste the same without jalapenos. And then if they don't crunch the meat up good enough, I don't like the texture of feeling like flat patties in my chili. You know, I like it to be crunched up good.
That's funny. Yeah, there's quite a few canned chilies that are pretty good. Aldi's regular, their brand chili's not terrible.
You know who has some of the best chili, dude? And I'm not kidding. Clover Valley.
Oh
Clover
yeah,
Valley chili with no beans. Ooh, man, it's good.
the Dollar General brand. Yeah, that's good.
Mhm. I got Marketplace Boutique. Who is that? Who are you? I mean, I'm trying to remember. Marketplace, you've been in here before, right? Ain't you subscribed? I think. What time are you heading out tomorrow?
I'll probably leave here about 10 a.m. or so. I'm gonna get down there about noon or a little bit before.
Marketplace says yes. Marketplace,
Takes
why
me,
don't you click on that link? Come in here and talk to us. Would like to talk to you.
takes me just under 2 hours to get down there, or up there, I guess.
Takes me a little over two, I think, or right at two,
Yeah,
I think. I can't remember.
depends on if I stop. If I don't stop, it's about an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh, I'm in jammies already. Woodsman. Got Woodsman, Herbert.
With
Two guys was in here a while ago. Two guys
Yeah.
in the Ozarks.
What's on your agenda for cooking next round?
I don't know. The only reason I cooked this time, like I say, I did get about 3 or 4 compliments last time. Was said that was a really cool idea to just sit there and cook and talk on live.
Yep.
I wanted to go out by the lake. I thought it was too cold, so I kept thinking, what could I do inside? And the fact that nobody I contacted to do a live with me responded back except for one, and he's the one that does the slingshots. He's very
Yeah.
nice. He said they were heading out of town. He's already made a video. They're up in the jungle or something somewhere. They're hunting,
Really? Huh.
and so he wasn't
Yeah.
able to do it.
Yeah. It's funny.
Woodsman, I'm eating too, man.
Yeah, tell him to get on there and eat it.
Yeah, we can sup together. Come on.
Yeah, I got a hold of Peter from the UK, Above and Below, and he said he's going to do one, but he's busy for the next 2 weeks with work and everything. So it'll probably be in 3 weeks or so before I can get on a live with him.
Yeah. There's another guy I found. I ain't gonna say who it is yet. I thought, oh, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. I was so excited and pumped. And
Yeah.
I have left message after message after message after message. I've emailed, I've left more messages, and he just will not respond at all.
Huh.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can understand, if they're a bigger channel and they're busy and all, but at least have the courtesy to say, I'm too busy. Thanks for the
Right.
the offer. But yeah, I get you. I've
Just acknowledge
also
it, you know.
yeah. Well, I've just kind of like you. I'm not gonna say who, but a pretty big channel like Tony's. I'm waiting on a response from him too, and I'm looking forward to it. But I haven't got a response yet either. I might send another one out, but um, I'm sure he's got a lot of emails to go through.
There was one other one that I've watched a few times and actually done some of his stuff on my videos. Sent him an email, never heard back. So the Outdoor Boys, I don't think they're coming to be with me until I think it's like June.
Oh yeah,
You
awesome.
know, I,
That's exciting.
I'm lying, dude.
I know. I was gonna play along with you.
Okay, I can't keep a
Yeah,
straight face.
that's all good. Yeah. Lower Michigan said he'd do a live because he's off all weekend. And I said, well, come on Monday night. I need somebody on Monday night. He's like, well, I work Monday night. I was like, well, now you're giving me stipulations.
Yep.
So, but he'd probably get on this weekend with if we all do a live. He'll probably come in and do it with us.
And who's that?
Jimmy Boy, Lower Michigan.
Oh, no.
He keeps asking me to do one. He wanted me to be out camping. I was like, well, we're on our camp out this weekend, so I mean, we could invite him in, I guess, if he wants to be a guest.
I think Woodsman's doing his first live this weekend. I figured we could all be doing live. We could do it all at the same time, even. It don't matter.
All be on each other's live. Yeah, that's actually a good idea if we
Just
got to get enough signal.
yeah, just everybody have their phone on at the same time, live at their place.
Yeah, down by the lake, it may be different down there. Woodsman said he had a decent signal last time he was down there, I think, but up on the hill, I had a so-so signal.
I've never had signal, so Herbert says I'm thinking of reaching out to a young bushcrafter to interview. I appreciate that, Herbert, but I'm busy for the next couple weeks, so maybe after that. Let's see here. Herbert says small channel, but seems to have good sense for the craft. Marketplace. I wonder if people are not looking at the emails. That's what I wonder too. Herbert won't
Yeah,
have any viewers. We will all be our own live. Yeah. Um, I actually look for the smaller channels. I try to find ones that are like I first try to find ones that are like 2 or 3,000 or less. That's what I look for, but that are really good at what they do. Because I can't help them out much because I'm not that big either. But somebody like Mission Discover, to me, I don't know why that dude ought to have a bazillion followers. Just because to me, he's so good at what he does for the fact that he is so knowledgeable about it, you know?
yeah, he's really good, and he makes it interesting too with the knowledge. Plus, I
Mhm.
mean, he's good with the camera as well, and I do enjoy his videos. But like you say, I mean, you may not get a lot of subscribers, but even a couple's worth of live, you know. I mean, even if you get a couple new subscribers and they tell their friends.
Yeah.
Bottoms up, man. You finished it.
It's all gone.
What do you got for dessert?
Coffee?
There you go.
I don't think
Need
I have
some-
anything sweet.
Need some lady fingers with your coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me just a minute.
If more people had lives on the same night as you, it'd be cool to do remote lives like when I was on my camp with somebody else as a host. That would be kind of cool. But when you're out and about like that, it's really hard to control your signal and your everything. I mean, I had good cell service, but for some reason the video quality wasn't very good. So I don't know.
Herbert says, I know a guy that is connected with Zachary Fowler. Might hit him up to see if I can get Zachary to interview.
That'd be good. Yep. Anybody. I mean, I just want something that's kind of in our niche that I'm interested in. I mean, as far as everybody else is interested in the outdoors too, you know, as long as it's in the outdoor community, I think everybody benefit from it, even if you don't really care for whatever you're, you know, talking about. As long as it's in the outdoor community, I'm all for it.
Yeah. Well, I will say over the last 3 weeks to a month, I think you have really inspired me a lot because I don't know, you've been kind of getting excited, you know, and then I get excited and it just kind of keeps
Yeah.
rubbing off. And so it's like, I keep thinking, okay, well, I want to do something new. I want to do something better. I want to, you know, and I don't know why, but my mind keeps thinking if I can just get to the 4,000 view hours, get fully monetized, then I can relax a little bit. Take it, and I don't mean stop making videos. I mean just take a little bit of a break, slow down a little bit, and then start back over. And kind of right now, it's just a race to hurry up and get there because you got to outrun those old videos.
Yep, that's true. I mean, we got to keep each other energized to keep everybody, you know, wanting to do new things and try new things, and just that's what we're all here for as a community. I believe is to encourage each other and help each other out, give each other ideas. And it's like Herbert just said, stealth campers are good too. That's one of another stealth camper I reached out to. So I'm hoping to hear from him soon. So
Hey, Mission Discover, we just got finished talking about you, buddy. Glad you can drop in.
Hey, Mission, it's good to see you.
He also put out a video today, and it's all about fishing. I watched about half of it so far. Mission, you can put your link up there, and Woodsman, you can keep putting your link up there every now and then to the video you put out today. But it's pretty intense, his fishing video. I mean, it's just like boom, 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 fish after fish in the ocean. So let me run, grab a warm cup of coffee, and I'll be right back.
All right, hurry back.
I toss it over to you. Toss it over to you, 210. Over.
All right, over. Under. Yeah, I got to watch your video tonight, Mission. I'm looking forward to it. There's quite a few videos released today. Tony released the premiere today that I watched. That was really good. And stealth camped at a solar array. That was pretty cool. Hey, Lefty, good to see you, buddy. Hey, Randy's getting some coffee real quick. You just missed him making some his version of Frito pie with some Yellowstone canned chili, onions, and jalapenos with on the border tortilla chips. No Fritos. Hey man, I like those super long videos of yours, or you keep everybody interested.
He says he would never make something he wouldn't watch. Sadly,
Exactly.
I put out a couple things I wouldn't watch probably out of desperation.
We'll let it run in the background, Randy. It's okay. Yeah, I was watching some of um, Tony's old videos from when he first started and comment on them. Like I said, I went back and watched all your videos, and most everybody I'd normally try to go back eventually and watch all their videos, even their old stuff. And Tony's like, "Man, you're commenting on some of these old videos." I said, "Yeah, it was good videos."
I'm gonna hang on. Give me a second here.
Somebody's wanting to let you in. Let me in. Let me in.
Somebody's wanting in.
I don't know.
Can-
Mission to jump in here.
Yeah, can you post that link again? I can't. It ain't
Yeah,
posting for me.
yeah.
Yeah, somebody come in. Mission, come talk to us. Somebody. Randy,
There you
I
go.
gotta say, you still got the youth in you, evidenced by my what exploring? What can you tell what he's talking about?
No, I don't know what he meant by that. I think it was a typo.
Oh, exploring video. He must be
You're
talking about the drain, the storm drain.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep, yep. That's what
I
he's
would,
talking about. He meant pipe exploring, I think.
oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, pop exploring. He just said that.
Yeah.
Adventures with Ken says, okay, I'm home and can chat now. TD, yes, it is rare of people to be able to drive 5 speeds. My oldest kid can, and my middle kid is learning. My daughter will learn when it's her time to drive too. I used to be a truck driver, and that's we all had stick shifts back then. They were just starting to try to go automatic, and all the truckers hated them so bad. And now you almost can't find a trucking job with a stick shift anymore, I think.
Yeah, they're wanting to go all automatics.
Hmm. Mission says got lots of homework. Might pop in for a couple minutes, but super brief. Sounds good, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. Always appreciate any time you can give.
Good to see you,
Adventure.
Mission.
Ken says I was going to say Randy does not hammock camping and doesn't like nacho cheese. Why am I still friends with him? You know, Ken, you got to be friends with 210 for sure. I always tell everybody he's the one friend I got that don't know how to put up a tent. All he ever wants to do is hang a hammock.
Yeah, I like camping too, but I like my hammock a lot more, so it gets more love.
So I was going to tell y'all 2 things. Not that I'm that interested. I'm sorry. I got snot all in here that I can't get out of my
Ew.
skull. Anyway, you said you went back and watched my videos, my old videos.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you noticed, but back then when I first started this channel, I have dipped snuff, chewed tobacco, whatever you want to call it, but dipped Copenhagen snuff or red
Mhm.
seal. Ever since I can remember, I don't ever remember starting. I was a little bitty kid, little bitty when I started doing that. I've done it my whole life. And then I ended up I always got sores in my mouth, but they'd go away. But I finally got one that wouldn't go away. And I went to the dentist. I said, I think I got cancer. And she's like, oh, Randy, you just. So she said, get in the chair and let me look. And she looked at it. She started taking pictures with a camera. And she's like, yeah, I think this one really is serious. You need to go get this looked at. So they took a biopsy of it, said it was precancerous. And they sent me to the ear, nose, throat doctor.
Mhm.
And he started checking me out. And he said, you're going to have to quit dipping. He said, you just got to quit. There is no option. So I stopped dipping regular snuff and went to the fake stuff. that has no tobacco, no nicotine. But it started making sores too. And next time he saw me, he's like, "You're gonna have to quit, dude." He said it ain't the nicotine and the tobacco that caused the cancer. He said it's having that stuff sitting in that same spot over and over for long periods of time. So I finally quit, and you'll notice on my other videos, just really recent, I'm chewing gum all the time, always chewing gum. And you'll also notice that I gained quite a bit of weight from then to now. And so I finally stopped gum, I think maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I finally stopped chewing the gum, and now I'm just now trying to get to where I can start losing my weight again. It was rough. It's been a rough journey, but I haven't dipped in, I think it's been 2 years now or something like that since I've had real stuff.
Yeah. My uncle down in Arkansas, he's had over half his stomach removed because of dipping so long. He did it for 40 plus years, and yeah, he's had lost half of his stomach and quite a bit of his intestine. So he's lucky to be alive still.
Yeah. My kids and stuff can't believe it. They're just like, think it's so weird to, 'cause all they've ever known is me dipping snuff, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
even I've heard people, I used to be hooked on sunflower seeds, and it's the same ordeal, just having those sunflower seeds in your mouth all the time. I mean, anything, in moderation's good, but I mean, like you say, anything you put in your mouth like that, even the fake stuff could cause it.
hang on, I'm trying to bring in Mission.
Hey,
There he
I'm
is.
here.
What's
Hey,
up,
Mission.
man?
Not much. Unfortunately, got a busy day, but I'll pop in and talk for a couple minutes, take a break. Just got done a whole bunch of AP Gov, and now I got to go to AP Calculus. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
got like an hour and a half of work for each of them. So
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that don't sound fun to me.
I really like calculus because I'm going to do engineering, but the Gov is just mindless stuff that I prefer not to do. So
When you say engineering, are you talking like designing bridges and stuff? Or are you talking like designing buildings, architect, or what?
So I'm going into mechanical. So it'd most likely be things like designing machines, that sort of stuff.
Oh, I got you. Like lathes and stuff like that.
Yeah, my dad's a mechanical, and he specifically does spindles that help dress. It's like you need to use a rotating machine to make a rotating piece. So he helps design diamond wheels that then you put on grinders and make stuff with those. So that's what my dad does. So stuff like that.
Oh, that's
Wow.
awesome.
That's impressive.
And you're wanting to follow in his footsteps.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've always liked the kind of stuff that he does. So I thought
Yeah.
I would try some of those classes in high school, and that's my jam. I like that stuff.
Yeah, I try to get my son to follow after me, but he's like, nah. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He is I wish y'all could meet him. He's kind of if you saw him, you wouldn't think his personality is what it is, because he's got really long hair, and he's always been kind of a rocker, but all he listens to is Christian or positive music. Never been too good for anybody. He don't care who you are. He'll love you, talk with you. He'll go hang out with you. He don't care, you know. But
Yeah,
one
he
of his
just recently followed me on Instagram. I was like, "Who's this?" And I got to looking at him, and I seen your channel on his Instagram. It's like, that's your son.
oh wow, that's weird. Cool. But one of his friends, when he was still in I think it was high school, went camping with us one time, and we're all just laying there, and my son's in the middle, he's on the other side, and I'm over here, and we just started talking back and forth. My son had fell asleep, and he's like, one thing I love about Casey. I said, what is it? He said, he's always the same person. He said, no matter where we are, no matter who's around, he's always the same person. And that made me really proud for that. Somebody else's turn.
Yeah, it's real inspiring mission that you going to school and having the YouTube channel like you do, and you put out great content. It's really cool to see, you know, so many people, young men your age, especially. I mean, so many people are just into video games. Like I was telling
Yeah.
Randy one time, I've got 2 sons, and it was like pulling teeth to get them outside.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it takes a lot because, frankly, to be able to commit to doing something where you're limited by light, especially like in the winter, it takes a lot because between homework and, I'm a musician, so I play at church and I also am in the jazz band after school. I was at jazz band practice until 4:30 today. So between jazz band practice and then actually premiering my own video, I didn't actually start doing all the things that I actually needed to do until like 6 o'clock. So, it's tough to get it in, but if you make that commitment, it's definitely worth it. If you make a commitment to anything, it's probably not going to be easy, but if it's truly what you want to do, it's going to be worth it.
I now that you mentioned that, I don't know what you play. Don't tell me yet. But I've played drums my whole life, ever since I was a kid, and it was because they had trouble with me in school. They took me to the doctor, and the doctor's like, "He is just way too hyper. We got to find something to get this out of him." I never had lessons or anything. It just came so natural to me, and I like it loud. I like it fast. To this day, even as old as I am, I like it loud and fast and pumping. But I'm like my son. I like it to be positive or Christian, at least positive. At the very least, I wanted positive stuff. And we used to have a band, and we traveled the lower states. He was the drummer. I had switched over to bass and was lead singing. His friend was doing the guitar, and so that was fun. Probably the most fun I've ever had in my life as far as a hobby goes. But we did that for a while, and then he ended up becoming an audio engineer. And then he went with a band it's a Christian band that's famous in other countries. They were popular here for a little while. They're called Christafari. And he was setting up for like 10, 12,000 people at a time. And he was rarely in the United States for about 3 years. And then he moved here and started working for Sight and Sound, doing plays and stuff. But let me read a few comments here because I got behind. Let's see. Oh, Herbert says NASA math is what you're doing. That sounds about right. Let's see. Adventures with Ken. Hope is not automotive engineer. We don't like those guys in my neck of the woods. Aha. Mission is like a quadruple threat. I don't know. What does that say? Oh, quadruple. Mission is
Quadruple.
okay. I got it. Mission is like a quadruple threat: school, band, archery, fishing, and hiking.
It's a pretty good resume, that's for sure.
I try and at least get decent at anything. I mean, the whole jack of all trades, master of none is true in some ways, but I've also noticed the more things you do, the more like information you have to draw upon for other things. There's connections between everything. So the more things you do, the easier it is to pick up something else. So,
exactly, and pick up a lot of extra friends too.
Yep.
One of the things I noticed that I always talk about, Mission, we talked about before you came in, is I'm one that'll get involved in a lot of things, but I just do things. I don't know anything about them, and it seems like when you get involved with something, you learn a lot of detail about the stuff you get into. And I told them, to me, that's what makes you so easy to interview, because all you got to do is ask a little question, and you can give a really good, detailed answer for quite a while. Makes it easy.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've also, going along with, I think it was Herbert who said it in chat, my school experience, I had a class, a 2-year class, in my sophomore and junior year. So last year and the year before that, called Seminar and Research. The first year, we read a whole bunch of like scientific articles and scholarly articles and learned how to analyze them. And then the second year, we had to go write one, and it took the entire year. We have an exam at the end of the year because it's an AP class that gives you college credit if you do well enough on it. And the exam started like the third day of school because we started working on this paper. The exam was just the paper and presentation. So I learned a lot about how to like make all these connections and list them logically in that class. I was always decent at it, but like after that class, I can do anything I need to because of that class. It was so difficult, and I never want to have to do anything like that again. But I did learn things from it.
That's good. That's always good. So we got Woodsman in the house. What's up, Woodsman?
What's going on? Just got done eating dinner. Good to see you, Mission.
How's it going?
Pretty good. You you inspired us old timers to make slingshots, I think.
Oh, speaking of that, since the last time I was on, I said I have a normal slingshot that I didn't have the plugs for because I lost it. My order of plugs that I said was on the way came in. So
Awesome.
I've shot this once or twice since the last live.
Oh, that's cool.
Awesome. Hey, Randy, I'm going to step on out of here. My better half is home, and I'm going to go spend some time with her since I'm going to be gone with you boys this weekend. It's good to
All
see
right.
you, Mission.
Yeah, nice to see you kind of at least partially face to face. This isn't exactly face to face, but it's closer than what it was.
Yeah. I'm going to step out and let you guys take it over, and it was fun talking to you, Randy and Matt and everybody.
All right, man. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll
Have a
see
good
you
one.
guys. Yep. Bye, guys.
See ya.
So, Mission, we're all going 210, Woodsman here, and Herbert in the room, and Minnesota. Several of us. We're going camping. We're all meeting together tomorrow morning and gonna hang out for like 2 or 3 days. And just I don't know if you saw my video, but I made a video of a hatchet target.
I did see that one, yeah.
Okay. And Woodsman's got a hatchet, and Minnesota Mike's friend. Somebody tell me it's not Andrew. What is
Adam.
it? Adam. I always want to call him Andrew. He's bringing a couple hatchets, and we're gonna have a contest. So what's up with you, Woodsman?
Nothing. I'm just excited about this weekend.
Yeah,
Ready to get my slingshot finished.
yeah. Mission, have you ever looked at hang on, Hudson Hertz? Have you ever saw him?
I've not.
He's probably close to your age, but he makes the coolest slingshots ever, and that's kind of what got me to watching it. He got me so inspired. I sent it to several people, and they're like, "Dang, that makes me want to make one." I'm like, "I know, me too." So I went and bought all the equipment, and then never made one.
Huh.
So
Well, I'll have to finish up the project sometime.
yeah, we're gonna do that this weekend too. But I
That's
I
cool.
invited I invited him on to interview like tonight or next Thursday, and he was already out of town or going out of town because he hunts too. They're up in a jungle or something somewhere.
Gotcha.
And so anyway, what are you looking forward to the most, Woodsman?
Throwing them tomahawks, I think. That's going to be the most exciting part of the whole thing, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited
Except
about it myself.
the wind might give us a little bit of entertainment.
Yeah, along with other things. I'm sure we'll have enough laughs.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
hoping that
so.
pavilion. I think the last time we was down there, I got a good signal down by the pavilion in the bathrooms.
Yeah,
And I think the light stays on down there too. So if we get a good signal down there, we could, probably do our lives down there if we
that'd be
wanted.
cool. I'd like to. Do you ever do lives, Mission?
Do I
I mean-
say it again one more time?
I know you do lives like fishing. Do you ever do lives like standing there and talking, or is it usually just fishing, or what do you do?
I mean, I always do something. There's always a topic, but I kind of just go all over the place because my viewers kind of ask me about everything that I do. But like I've done
Yeah.
a couple archery lives. I know you were in one. I think Woodsman was in both of them, both of the archery lives that I've done.
Yeah, I was there.
I've
I
done-
like watching.
I've done some random stuff. Just there's usually a topic, and then I kind of just use it to segue into other things as people ask me questions. But I'm not the type of person to just sit there and stand there and talk. So I usually do something and then can talk intermittently throughout it. So
So
Hey,
Herbert, go ahead.
not to interrupt, but he brought up his live archery
Yep.
video,
Come on.
and in the
I'm-
last one he made,
I'll be right back.
He brought up the Addle.
oh, you've got one.
Yeah, I got a Addle. I didn't want to say anything in the chat because I didn't want to be like toot my own horn.
Oh no, feel free. I find it very interesting. That's sweet.
But yeah, it's really cool. Now this is more like a beginner's. Most of them have a counterweight right here somewhere. You know what I mean? So that you get a little more energy out of your whip, your thrust, or throw, or whatever they call it. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that. I just thought of it. I had it laying here in my studio. Studio.
Hey, let me see it again. I didn't get to see it good. What is it? Oh, thank you.
It's an
Appreciate that. You're
It's an Addle, or Addle. I don't know how you say it like correctly.
what do you do with it?
Let me see. I'll use my fishing pole here as an example. So you have a dart. It's really like a spear, but they call them darts, right?
Uh-huh.
And on the back side, it'll be hollow, kind of like this. And you stick it on there like that. Then you lay this on that shelf. You lay your dart up there. And you, oh. It's easier if you use two hands when you start. But you lay it on the shelf and you hold it like this. And then you throw it. And you let go, right? Like hand gets out. Just like same concept as throwing a rock, right? So
Uh-huh.
you throw, your hand gets right out in front of you, you let go of the rock, right?
Yeah.
Just act like you're throwing this, and when your hand gets right out in front of you, let go. And then this projects this out like that.
Yeah, the butt pushes it.
What?
The butt pushes it.
Yes, it's all about leverage.
That's cool. Do you have one
Leverage
mission?
create energy.
Say that again. Woodman.
Do what?
You're cutting out a little bit. What did you say, Woodsman?
I said it's just all about leverage creating energy. I said the engineer knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. So mission, do you have one?
I was planning on making one. Probably we're into the spring and it's starting to get a little bit warmer. I'm planning on trying to make one for a video, carve it, that sort of thing. I got my bushcraft carving knife back here. Use this guy, make one. It's a nice little Scandi grind. Similar design to that Mora that you have, Ozarks Great Adventure, not Ozarks Woodsman. We got all the Ozarks in here, but it's similar concept. Really good for carving. I'm probably gonna use that and see if I can carve one. That's the idea. And then I think I'm gonna try and make one of the spears, one of the darts, whatever you want to call it, out of bamboo. and use like the natural hole that's in the back of that and the natural taper, see if I can make a bamboo spear.
That'll be cool.
Bamboo ones were the most popular. That's probably the easiest one to use because it's in sections, you know.
Yeah.
Now, when you make your dart, and you probably already know this, or we'll learn this quick, but when you make your dart, you also make your point. It's supposed to come out, so it'll slide into your dart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, because if you put your point to your dart when it hits the target, it'll break your dart. So you want it, the point needs to come out or slide in, you know what I mean? So when it hits, it doesn't snap your dart.
That's what this is for. I already have a piece of straight hardwood picked out that I'm just going to cut off little sections off of, sharpen up the ends, and then I can have, this could probably do, what do you think, 4 of them, something like that?
Yeah, I mean,
4
they only
tips?
gotta be 3 or 4 inches long. You want something that's going to give and not tear up your dart or your spear.
Yep. Yep.
Real quick, let me say, hunting and stuff with J&J. I hope they didn't leave, but I haven't been paying attention to anybody in here. I appreciate everybody coming in. I appreciate the thumbs up. Herbert says throw sticks. If anybody else has any comment, questions, or anything, Ken says hope it's not. Those are old. Okay. So if anybody else wants to come in, ask questions, just hit the button, hit the link. All right. On to the next thing. What y'all got now?
I probably got, once we're done, whatever the next thing is, I probably got to head inside and finish
Okay.
up my stuff for the day. So I'll be here for 5 more minutes or so.
Something else about archery, Woodsman?
What do you want to know?
I don't know. Show us something. Show us something you got.
I can show you guys my Black Widow recurve.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I've heard good things about the Black Widows.
This is a 96 edition.
Ooh.
She's old. Black Widow with the custom drawing on it. It's the recurve. It's the
That's
53
beautiful.
pounds, 28 inches, 58-inch bow. I think it's the PSR model, but it's got the Black Widow silencers on it. But this string, it probably looks good, but it's not. It's brittle. It was, it hasn't been stretched out or used for several years. So I don't want to try to string this bow yet without putting a new string on it because I don't want this string to break or snap or something.
And how old is that, you said?
Do what?
And how old is that?
Oh, it was made in June of 1996.
Okay.
So what's
It's
that?
beautiful. The wood is.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's got a lifetime guarantee on it. So if anything happens, I just go back to Black Widow and they give me a new one.
And you said that those things on the strings are silencers?
Yeah, they're string silencers. They're the ones Black Widow put out.
That's cool.
Yeah, I shoot carbon arrows, but Mission, he was talking about his arrows and how he uses the ones with the 4-inch feathers on them. And that's true. That's the best kind to use when you're shooting traditional archery
Yeah.
because it helps stabilize your arrow better and gives it a little more spin. But that's what I have. Here's the ones I shoot. They're carbon arrows, but they look like wood grain arrows.
Hang on.
Almost identical to mine. Here's mine.
Look, arrows got a
Mine
glitch
are
in it.
almost identical. There's mine.
Yeah.
Wood, like fake wood grain, but it's carbon. Almost exactly the same.
I like them, man.
That's awesome. What are you playing with, Mission?
Well, Ozarks is one of the people who reminded me of this last time, and I said I was going to do it, but I never did. Is put a little couple knots worth of serving material on the string as my string stop. I mentioned it last time, but I'm not sure if the camera can see it. This thinner stuff that I'm going
Yeah.
to put right about there to kind of have a marker and to keep my arrow nock from sliding up. I kept saying I was going to do it and never did, so I got it out. So once I pop off, as I'm just hanging with the family watching a show, because we make a point to hang out a little bit every night, I can sit there and do this. So I've got the stuff out so I can take care of that and actually fulfill my promise.
Awesome.
Right on. Good job. Hey, do you know about your brace height and all that, right?
Yep.
So you know to check it when you unstring it and all that.
Yep.
Even like, because I noticed when you shoot all your arrows at once, right? You try to shoot a big group, which is good.
Yep.
But it'll make you a little more tired.
That's true. Yep.
I got in the habit of taking 3 shots, because really that shows you where you're grouping. Then walk to the target. That gives my upper body a chance to kind of relax. Then by the time I get back, I can shoot 3 more. And I can do that a lot longer than shooting 12 at a time before I start getting fatigued.
Yep.
But I like your technique in shooting. I do. You make sure you're straight in line. You check yourself. You do good, man. You're going to get way better. You're definitely going to get way better.
Well, I appreciate it. I've been shooting it off and on because, as I said before, this was my grandpa's bow. So every time I went up there, I shot the bow. But since I've been doing it consistently, it's only been like eight months, something like that. And I've made some pretty decent progress in my eyes. I'm, not where I want to be, but I don't think anybody ever gets to where their hopes and dreams are. You can only just continue working towards it.
Yeah, you can't rush perfection. You know what I mean?
Right.
Steady and slow is how she goes. That's the best way to do it. Because then you don't make as many mistakes, taking steps. Just you figure out one step, move on to the next. But yeah, I've got a longbow too, but I don't have it in here because it's pretty big and it's in a case. But I think Randy Ozark's Great Adventures, he's seen it. I sent him a picture of it. Because when you start doing your bow videos, man, I'm telling you, you got me excited about shooting my bow. I got all my bows out. Like I said, I'm going to get a new string and string it up and start shooting my bow again. So it's good that us old dogs get inspired by a young dog once in a while.
Yeah. So let me say real quick, Outdoors Den, howdy. Thank you for coming in, man. Appreciate it very much. Got on here, Ozark Woodsman with me, and Mission Discover. That's Nolan, Mission Discover. He's in Pennsylvania. Me and Woodsman's in Missouri. So go ahead.
I'm done, man. It's your stage.
Yeah, go ahead, Mission.
I was just going to say, well, at the very least, all I want to do is either make people excited or give people some new information. So if I can do one of those two things, I'm doing what I set out to do.
Yep. So before you leave, what instruments do you play?
So as I said, I do different stuff. I don't know if I said this. I do both church and I do band stuff at school. At school, which was my first instrument, I play trumpet.
Uh-huh.
So I play that in the concert band, which I'm okay at. I'm pretty good. But jazz band is like my true love. I love jazz band. I'm the lead trumpet, which if anybody knows anything about jazz, all the wind players look to the first trumpet for stylistic cues. So as far as like how we play certain things and what our style sounds like, I'm the one who makes almost all those decisions, which is a big job. This is my second year being the lead trumpet. Last year it scared me, but now that I have a year under my belt, I can just have fun with it, and I love it. Last year took a little bit of getting used to, but now that I'm used to it, it's really fun.
Cool.
And then at church and just some personal stuff, I play guitar and I sing. So
Oh, I'll have to send you a link to a couple of the songs I wrote that we used to play. Think you'll like them.
well, yeah, I'll take a look.
Yeah. Two Guys in the Ozarks says, how was the chili pie? It was good. I don't know if you were in here for it, but I used this chili from Aldi's, and it actually was pretty good. And we'll use some leftover chips. The only problem is I ran out of fuel, and I couldn't find my fuel. I packed it the other day for another outing I had, and I couldn't find it, so I had to keep running into the kitchen and stirring the chili, and then running back in here until it was done. But I ate it all. It was good. And then we just been sitting here chilling, relaxing, and talking.
All right, well, it's just about time for me to head out. I'm glad I got to pop in for a little bit. It's always a good time, either watching or joining in here. So,
Yeah, man. Come in anytime. You're welcome anytime.
all righty. Well, I appreciate it. You guys have an awesome day. I unfortunately have
You
more
too.
homework to
God
do,
bless,
but
Michigan. Have a good night.
yeah, God bless. Have a good one.
Night, man. All right. So, anybody else want to come in and talk? Me and Woodman here. I'm gonna try to end this by 8:30 so I can finish doing all my packing. I try to make them at least an hour and a half if I can, but I don't always make it.
My signal's bad.
Mine's gonna be bad down there at the camp out.
I hope not. When I was at the parking lot where the bathrooms are, I had like 3 or 4 bars. It was like full signal. But then as soon as I got up on that ridge, I was down to 1 or 2 outlets. Weird. It's hit and miss down there.
Yeah. Hang on, I'm trying something here. Oh, there we go. Anybody wants to come in, you can click that link there. I hope that's the right one.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I'm pretty pumped, dude. So let me tell you the other story that happened to me today. I think I posted it in chat, but so last night I was looking at a new tripod on Amazon.
Yeah.
I finally decided it was too expensive, so I started looking at them on eBay. Well, on eBay, I found a scissor one that I can attach to this table in front of me when I do live chats, and then I don't have to work around this tripod. So, and it was so cheap; it was $14. So I went ahead and got it. But I went ahead and got another one of these tripods, like I was looking on Amazon. So they're supposed to be here in the next couple weeks or so. But then today I got a tripod from Amazon. The one I was looking at last night came in. I don't know who it came from. Don't know who paid for it. There's no record of nothing. It's weird, dude. And everybody says they didn't send it to me.
That's weird.
What's up, Matt?
Oh, not much.
Oh,
Been
this
showing,
you let
been showing
anybody in
the
here. You let
Yep.
anybody in here.
Yeah,
Almost.
we made,
Uh,
wife made some butter.
oh
Your
yeah.
wife made it?
Yeah. Yeah, you just take heavy cream, put it in a jar, and shake it for about 10 or 15 minutes till the fat separates and clumps up.
Hmm. You know,
I haven't tried it yet.
speaking of that, real quick, I was watching TikTok this morning. Y'all may have seen it before, but this guy, he keeps trying to talk and he's like, and don't ever look, don't, he could not get out what he was trying to say because he kept gagging. But he was telling everybody, he's like, don't let your kids do the dishes because he said he got up in the morning, poured him a cup of coffee. He said there was something ooey and gooey in the bottom of it. And
Oh,
he said it what he wasn't the cream or the sugar. He
yeah.
kept, I don't know what it is. It was it was so funny, man.
Yeah.
Herbert says
Do you,
howdy.
howdy. Hey, so I know like my dad, he would like never wash his coffee cup,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
I mean, he'd rinse it out, you know, but as far as like washing it with soap, dish soap or anything, he wouldn't wash it with dish soap. He'd just rinse it out with hot water, and that was all he'd ever do to it. Yeah. Yep.
Hang on, let me make this. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yep. Yeah, I
I
usually
just
don't
cannot
do
get
mine most
myself
of
to
the time.
do it.
Do what, Woodsman?
I said I just can't get myself to do that. I have one coffee cup, and I thought I'm going to quit washing it like Randy. And after about 3 days, I had to wash it. I'm like, I'm going to get a fever blister or something. I can feel it coming already.
Yeah.
You know, my son, I said earlier he traveled the world and he was rarely in the United States. And he bought me this cup. And I don't know why I'm like the most sentimental person in the world. If you ever really get to know me, I cry all the time. It's embarrassing when I do, but I cry so easy. But he bought me this, and I made this rule up to myself. It's like I'm not gonna wash it. Like when he would come to visit me, I'd wash it. But then when he left, it was like I'm not washing this cup again until he comes back.
Yeah.
And that was just kind of a thing I did with him. And he's here now permanently, and I still just do it
Yeah. Uh,
mainly because I'm lazy, probably.
like the rest of us don't like doing dishes.
Yep.
That's like the worst camp chore ever is doing the dishes, right?
Yeah.
Hate it. I hate
Yeah.
it.
Are you ready for the weekend?
Pretty close. All I gotta do is pack groceries and grab the rucksack.
What are you sleeping in?
I'm gonna bring the hot tent, and I got a new cot. Well, a new to me cot that's a little smaller than not.
Mhm.
It's one of those that instead of folding up like in thirds, this one like folds up like a. It's one of those kind of like a folding chair, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give that a try.
Herbert's asking if Kyle made up his mind.
Yeah, I reckon he's gonna uh
Go
stay
to the
here.
birthday party.
Yeah, yeah. He did tell me that he's gonna camp in the yard though when he gets back from the birthday party.
Oh, I mean,
Um,
at least that's
He's
something.
trying to buy one, get one free, you know it?
yeah, yeah. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get that BOGO, isn't he?
Yeah, he's trying to put that steering wheel in old Dad's back. Come on, Dad. Come get me.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's what he was wanting, but it's like, son, that's too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's almost 300 miles. Should be
He's got
600
all
miles.
summer camping.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what I told him. I said it's not like we wouldn't be doing this again.
Yeah, it'll happen again, I'm sure. Maybe we can get together and go to Arkansas. It's real nice down there.
Yeah. There's a good little spot that I go to in Pineville. I don't know if you know where that's at. It's kind of right there on the border. That's a pretty good little spot. I mean,
Well, that's
it's
cool. That'd be close for Randy then.
yeah. I mean, it's like primitive, but they've got picnic tables and stuff, and fire rings and
Right.
stuff. What's where I done that hammock camping video? That's where it was at.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Have y'all ever heard of, I think it's called St. Francis National Forest in
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
Arkansas?
heard of that. Yeah,
Man, go there in the
I think
fall. That is,
I think that's like further down south, isn't it? Like down
yep.
closer to Little Rock. I
Uh,
think
I'm not sure. I just know it is
because like
beautiful.
that.
And a lot of rock climbers go
Yeah,
there. A lot of rappellers
yeah,
go there because the cliffs are so, oh,
yeah,
it's so
yep,
beautiful.
yeah. Um, I'm gonna go down there to Ozark National Forest this summer, or well, probably here in a couple months, and go down there for a couple of 3 days.
Yeah. Are you ready for this weekend as far as the hatchet throwing?
Um, nope. I need lots more practice because I can't hit the broadside of a barn.
Well,
I haven't even thrown mine yet.
Well, here about I don't know. I guess it was. I was back into last summer. The company I work for, they had their 75th anniversary,
mhm.
and so we had a big, cookout and everything, and they had a guy that had a trailer set up to do axe throwing, and I let the kids do it. I'm like, no, I'm not going to get up there and embarrass myself.
I mean, you
No,
know,
no.
but I, I'll try stuff. I guess it depends on what it is. I would try stuff in
Yeah,
front of people. Like I said, depending on
yeah.
what it is. I don't mind making a fool of myself. It happens anyway, even
No,
when I ain't trying. So,
yeah. Me too. I'm usually pretty good at that part, making a fool of myself.
today, me and my boss went out. We went to Arkansas to make a delivery. And, well,
You
I
and
don't know,
Johnny?
maybe it was yesterday. Anyway, I'm like trying to carry this stuff and I'm tripping over. I keep taking a step and almost falling. I'm taking another step and almost falling.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, it's just stuff happens to me all the time. It's just that the camera ain't always
yeah.
going. Either that or I cut it out. I don't like putting too much in there.
Well,
But
that's like
I,
when we was up there at that bushcraft thing. I walked over there on the other side, getting some, filming some of the other setups over there, and I come back
um,
across through the field, tripped over my own 2 feet, and fell down.
yeah,
I don't know if you guys seen that or not. I know.
I didn't I didn't see it,
I
but I
think
remember it.
Jason's seen it because he come over a little bit later and checked on me. And it's like, yeah, I'm fine, man. I said, that's one of my feet got in the way of the other one.
Yeah. Herbert says Shores Lake is another neat place. I've not heard of that.
Where's that? I don't know why, but I can't see the chat. So
Yeah, that I don't know why, but if you're on phone, it's like you can either see the videos or you can see the chat, but you can't see
yeah,
both.
yep.
If you're on a computer or tablet, you can see both.
Yeah. And where was Dan talking about?
Shores Lake,
Where's Lake?
I've not heard of it.
Is that down there by Camp Robinson?
No, that he hadn't answered yet.
That
I don't
sounds
know.
familiar. I know Devil's Den's really nice. That's down there by Fort Smith.
I don't know if y'all saw my video. I made a video where I had went camping with Byron from Byron's Baits, and there's a little pond there with trees around it. It is one of the most. It looks like a fantasy land to me. It is so beautiful there. It'd be way too busy in the summer, but the pond is little. it's just big enough to get in your little John boat and travel around fishing. And I'd like to go back this next fall. I think it's about 3 hours from me, but I wouldn't mind taking a few people there. Man, that place is so beautiful,
Yeah.
and you're just out in the woods, you know.
Yeah.
It actually reminds me, and I'm not kidding. The whole scenery reminds me of uh, Mayberry from Andy
Oh, yeah.
Griffith's show.
Oh, yeah, like the little opening scene there when him and Opie's out there at the lake, huh?
Yeah, that little lake there with all the trees around it. That's exactly what it looks like there. It's
You hear
beautiful.
Woodsman over there humming the tune?
Yep.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I was gonna put that tune when we were gonna go fishing. I was gonna put that tune on there,
Yeah.
and then I got nervous because a lot of people's been getting flagged for using
Yeah.
music that's
Yeah.
provided as non-copyright, but they're still
Yeah.
getting flagged for it.
Yeah. Well, like all of mine, they have a copyright thing on there, like it's been flagged, but it's all it does is it just when you go down and look and like like when you go to oh, not the comments but the description down below
Uh,
that, it'll have a little thing saying what the song is. But I've checked, I don't have it's not a copyright strike. It's just acknowledging that song's copywritten or whatever.
hmm.
And it's just a weird little song. I wanted something for an intro, and the editing software I was using had that on there, so I
Yeah,
used it.
I keep telling people that intro song I have, my son actually wrote that and recorded it himself.
Yeah, that's a
And
pretty good little song.
yeah, but it still makes me nervous that it's gonna come close to another song, and they're eventually gonna say, "Oh, that's copyright."
When we meet up, remind me to give you a link. I was watching a guy the other day, and he had this lady on him, and she used to be a entertainment lawyer, right? And
Yeah.
now she started helping YouTube people, and
Okay.
maybe you can get that copyrighted. That way you
Okay.
don't have to worry about it. You know?
I know how to copyright it, but I don't know how to get approval to use it. Prove to YouTube it's mine. You know what I'm saying? Get it on file that it's
Yeah, yeah,
mine.
yeah, yeah,
So Herbert
yeah.
says Shores Lake is north of Alma.
Okay.
I never heard of
Yeah.
Alma either. So
If I'm remembering right, it's kind of like mid-state. It's down around like uh Ozark.
oh, see, I'm not far from Ozark at all. Like 30 minutes.
Yeah. No, Ozark, Arkansas.
Oh, okay. Herbert says I got a copyright notice for my short that I tried to use YouTube Music with, and he says it's outside of Fort Smith, Arkansas.
Okay. Yeah, there's some pretty places down here, and I mean, if you look hard enough, you can find a pretty place anywhere you go, I guess.
Yeah, except for West Texas.
West Texas. Yeah, I went to Amarillo once, and I wasn't too impressed.
Yeah,
Or not Amarillo, Abilene. I'm sorry, Abilene.
yeah, that's where I came from. I was born down around that area, a little town called Roby, but it's the Abilene area, Sweetwater.
Yeah.
And then I was raised in Odessa, Midland, which is just nothing but desert and little mesquite bushes
Yep.
and oil field. Everything's oil field. I got out there.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, Woodsman, you got any last words before I shut her down?
Yeah, I was gonna say I grew up in Roby and I never seen you one time, man.
Yeah, I know. We've talked about that. That's so weird. So
Yeah,
is yours ROBY or ROBIE?
ROBY.
That's what mine was too.
Hmm.
A lot of
That's
people that
weird.
don't know it, when they say it, they're like Rob. I'm like, it's Roby, not Robbie.
Roby.
Yep.
Hey, Randy,
Yeah.
Do you do you have to work tomorrow, or are you just gonna head up
Nope.
tomorrow morning?
I'm just heading out there.
Okay.
I took off tomorrow.
Well, I'm gonna try to head out about 10 or 11, between 9 and 10, I guess.
Yeah.
So that should put me up there somewhere around noon, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know what time I'll leave. I just play everything by ear. I
Yeah.
do everything. If I can't sleep, I may get up earlier. If I can sleep, I may sleep in as late as I can so I can stay up later tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I'm pretty excited. I'm ready to go, man.
Yeah, me too. I think it's
Me
gonna be
too.
fun.
Yeah.
Herbert says I'm leaving around 5 o'clock a.m. if I can, and I think his drive is 5.5 hours.
Yeah. Hey, what about Mike? Did him and
Yeah, he's
Adam make
got
it
a
in?
long drive.
I think they made it tonight.
Okay. Well, I
I,
knew that. I've seen earlier where they had stopped, last night, and then they were back going again. And they were in Kansas City, so
Woodsman, they were in your town. I think Mountain
Grove.
Grove. Is that where you live? Or I shouldn't even ask that, but they were in Mountain Grove at Walmart or somewhere around Mountain Grove at a Walmart. Last I heard. So I'm sure they're there by now.
hey, Walmart's a good place if you forgot anything. You can probably find something.
Once they've made it here, they only had about 40 more minutes to go.
Yeah, and that was around 4:30 or 5. So
Well, that's good. That means they got there in time to set up before it got dark.
Herbert
Yeah.
says I have RLS, so I have to stop and walk around every so often. All right, man. I'm gonna get off of here and so I can finish getting ready for the camp out tomorrow. I appreciate y'all coming in. Y'all are welcome in anytime. I
All
love it.
right.
All right, man.
Thanks for
Had,
having us.
All right, man. See y'all tomorrow.
yeah.
See you.
See you
Awesome.
then, man.
Let's go, Joe's.
See you later, everybody.